have used this document to come up with some overall ideas and some strategies for how to structure our content. We have YouTube ideas that are both long form and short form YouTube ideas. We have Instagram content ideas for our reels. We also have some gap analysis from our competitors. What's up, guys? It's me, Angelo, and by now we all know that AI can be great for giving us video content ideas or ideas of any sort. But what we find often is that those ideas are just too generic. It'll tell you things like, make a video of you working at your company. And although that might be a great video, it might not be captivating enough to engage your audience or even relevant to what your channel is about. Therefore, I have created this step-by-step guide that helps us train AI on some proven success within your niche, whatever the niche is, and then use that success to build a personalized guide with dozens of pages for long-form content, short-form content for shorts, Instagram, and even TikTok, and then also help you create a gap analysis so that way you're not delivering the same exact content that your other competitors or people within your niche are already delivering. We'll then take all of that content and use AI to suggest and create some resources to partner along with that to make your videos even more powerful. We're going to walk as we talk, so we're going to jump right into it, and everything you'll need will be linked down in the description below. So let's jump right in. Now, the first thing we're going to need to do is open the video content generator template. I have linked it below. Once you open that, make a copy of it, rename it, and then we'll be all ready to make our resource guide. The way this generator works is by finding some proven success that we find on YouTube and using two different apps on ChatGPT to analyze the data within those videos, find us some unique content ideas, and even help us make some resources on those topics. Before we get started, we're going to need to find 3 to 5 YouTube videos that have performed well in your niche on the content topic that you plan on producing. So what I find works well is typing in exactly what you think your video title might be and see what comes up. And then you may be able to find other videos for us to use for the template and the related videos or suggested videos by YouTube. I find that you need a good mix of videos that have a lot of views, but also videos that just come up first when you type in your search terms. Those videos obviously have really good ranking power within your niche, so we don't want to ignore them because they don't have a lot of views. So once you find 3 to 5 videos, you want to link them here with the titles and also provide the links. You don't need the super long link, so I like to press share, copy, and just grab the link directly to the video. For this video, I'm going to be using AI topics for the suggestions, but for your video, obviously you want to use something very specific to the content you plan on producing. So now that we have all of our videos ready, we're ready to head over to ChatGPT. Once you're inside ChatGPT, you're going to want to go to Explore right here and then type in Video Summarizer. You'll see that a lot of different video summarizers come up and they probably all do exactly the same thing, but the one that I use for the template is right here. You'll see it's by Tempify.de. Open a new chat and we are all ready to go. The first thing I like to do when I'm using a new app is to ask it how it works just to be sure that we are going to be using it correctly. You'll see this app has given us some instructions. It tells us that we give it the YouTube link, it's going to extract the video ID, and then it's going to give us a full transcript. It might break it down into multiple parts, and then it'll give us a summary with headline and bullet points and even timestamps. I'm going to let you know, we really don't need any of this. We just need to feed this information to ChatGPT, and you'll see why I told you to grab those links up front. We're going to need them right away. So let's go ahead and start with the first one. I'm going to go back to my template here, grab this, go back over to ChatGPT, just put the link there, press return. It should ask me maybe if I want to allow or disallow. I'm going to press always allow so it won't ask again, and then it should get started working. You can see I gave it the link for the first YouTube video on my list, and it went ahead and broke that video down play by play. It made a full transcript of the video and its background, summarized what each of the chapters are about, and kind of gave me a lot of information on the video. Like I said, for our resource guide, we don't need to copy and paste this anywhere. We just need the AI to be fed the information from the video. At the end of this prompt, it'll ask me if I need the timestamps or if I want any more details. We can go ahead and tell it, no, let's just move on to another video, and then continue to copy and paste the links from the YouTube videos that are in your list onto this video summarizer. I'm going to go ahead and feed it the rest of mine, and I will be right back. Okay, I went ahead and put all my videos in here. When you're doing it yourself, you can see it gives you a lot of information. And I want to reiterate that we don't necessarily need this information. We just needed the ChatGPT to be trained on what we have found to be proven success in our niche. It gets a lot of information from YouTube in order to make these summaries, and we're going to be calling on that information in order to build our resource guides and our templates and our content ideas. So let's move over to that. If we go back to our video generator, we're going to start working down from step 1. So the first prompt we need to copy is this one here. And it says, hi, we previously summarized, and you're going to replace these with the video titles that we have up here exactly as they appeared on YouTube. I want to work on some projects related to these videos. Starting off, can you tell me what these videos have in common? So let's go ahead and put that in ChatGPT. Now, when you get to ChatGPT, just open a brand new chat. You can use whatever model works best for you. I think 4 Not or Not 1, any of them work well. We won't need to be uploading any files, so even the mini one might work well. But I like to use one of the full models because we want it to give us a lot of information. I went ahead and copied over the prompt from the template generator. You can see it gets a little long and messy, and we want to make sure that we always copy this into a new chat and not use the video summarizer for this. The video summarizer has very specific instructions on how it works, and we don't want it to try to work within those confines. We want to give it free reign to do the best we can. So I'm going to go ahead and submit this. You can see that right away it told us that it remembered those summaries from our other chat, which is great. And it went ahead and started giving us some things that these videos have in common. This is going to be what we can see within our Venn diagram would be in the middle for all of those videos. This is a powerful thing for our outline. So I like to just copy this whole thing over into our resource guide. When you get to your resource guide, be sure to make a new tab so that everything's a little more organized. You can name this tab Overview or Outline, and then we can copy everything into here. You can quickly make a title and then a subtitle for the similar ideas. Go ahead and paste them below. I'm not going to go through all of these because they are not for your business. So let's just go back into our prompts and move into the next prompt. So after we've summarized the videos, we want to move to the secondary prompt that says, these videos have performed well online and serve a similar niche as my company. Considering the success of these videos, what are some content ideas I can produce for YouTube, YouTube Shorts, or Instagram that this audience may watch? We want to just do one at a time. So I'm going to copy these first and then make one for YouTube and YouTube Shorts, and then we'll do Instagram right after. We can use the same chat that we just used to summarize. To get the similar ideas. I'm going to erase that, and I'm going to erase Instagram. Press enter. And you can see right away it starts making me some strategies for long form YouTube content. It will also make me some content ideas for short form or YouTube shorts as well. While this is generating, I want to take the same exact prompt, copy it, paste it, and then change YouTube and YouTube shorts to Instagram. You also can use this for TikTok content idea generation as well. What we're gonna make sure this finished generating. Yes, it did. You can ask it for more ideas if you want to, but for the purpose of this video, that is enough ideas for me. We'll generate the Instagram videos, and while those are generating, we'll come back here and we'll copy all of these to our resource guide. Go ahead and copy the content ideas that it gave you for YouTube or Instagram or TikTok here. And if you are going to work on more channels, just go ahead and keep making your titles and copying your content here. I copied my Instagram suggestions over, and you can see with only 3 prompts so far, we have made a pretty solid start to our resource guide. We have a bunch of video content ideas for multiple channels, and we even have some proven successful themes that have worked within our niche already. So let's continue to go through our template and working on our guide. Now, if we go back up into our prompts, we can move back through a couple of these follow-up prompts. The first one we already did is which would be just to use the same prompt before, but for different channels. So let's move on to this one right here. And this prompt is great for finding gaps within the content that's already performing well. So you're not repeating the same information and you're providing new and better strategies to the people out there. So I say, based on the content and the videos we've summarized, are there any gaps or overlooked topics that I could address in my own content or videos, considering that I'll be serving a similar audience with shared interests and affinities? If we go ahead and copy that over into ChatGPT, you can see that, again, very fastly, it starts building us some really good ideas for content that we can use for creating content within our niche. I actually find that these content within the gap analysis work a little bit better and are a little better content ideas than maybe some of the ones they gave us from Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube Shorts. So make sure you copy these over into our resource guide. Now we have successfully added a gap analysis for our video content that not only tells us what the gap is, but where our opportunity is within that gap to make videos on our content topic. This is actually probably my favorite part of the whole thing that we're going to be building here. Now that we've made our gap analysis, let's move on to the final part of making our outline. And that is going to be to make us a list of resources that we can offer alongside our video content. I always find that resources like make your video content even more powerful. They can be things like the template that we're using right now, guides, checklists, any kind of thing that can help enhance your video and give more value to your audience. I find that ChatGPT is not only good at helping you come up with ideas for these resources, but it might also be able to help you make the resources as well. So we're going to copy this prompt here from the video suggestions you've provided. Are there any resources or guides I should look into creating that may make my video offer better or support the content? Copying that into ChatGPT, we're going to find that very quickly it gives us a list of resources we can make, what it is, how it works, and even some examples. Depending on the ChatGPT model that you're using, it's going to let you know what kind of output you get here. Sometimes it gives us examples like this, sometimes it tightens it up, and if you're using a mini model, it might just give you just the titles and a quick description of how to use. So play around with the different models, and also you might ask it to search the web for some resource guides as well, and it might find things that other people have made that have performed well. But this is good enough for me right now. I'm just going to go ahead and copy all of this over into our resource guide. And there you have it. You see that it told me to make things like PDFs, cheat sheets, templates, and even landing pages, all to support the information that it gave up top. And just that fast, we're also done with our outline. We have made a 10-page document, you guys, that goes through everything from, again, what are some of the proven strategies that have worked within your niche? What are some YouTube ideas? What are some Instagram content ideas? Where are the gaps that we can find to make better videos than our competition that might be watchable? And then also, what are some resources we can use to support the content that it may be suggested, or even content that you come up with yourself? This is a great place for you to stop, but I found that we can use ChatGPT even a little bit more to work on some of these specific content ideas and even some of the resource guides. So let's go through our last two prompts and I'll show you how they work.